Flying Feathers, and I'm a speaking trainer, and today we will be discussing about introductory part of the speaking module. But before we start, here are some general things. First of all, due to curfew, we do not have the accessibility to Flying Feathers advanced technology platform and high-tech studio. So for the time being, we are delivering our lessons on the Zoom platform. Stay tuned, you will get more features on the studios. Also, you can visit live.flyingfeathers.com for live class detailed schedules. Follow our Facebook page, YouTube channel, daily updates, tips and tricks, and much more things. Our live classes are planned topic wise, not module wise, so the lectures will be delivered by topic experts and not complete by module, just one trainer. All the recorded lectures will be made available on our website www.live.flyingfeathers.com. So, before I start, I would like to give you a representation of your screen. For example, this is a screen which is being shown to you right now. If I go into the details, there is a chat option through which you can give me your feedback, which is very valuable to me. And after that, there is the last screen area on which I'll be addressing you through my content. And then there is the volume option. You can lower or high your volume according to your requirement. And then of course there is a question and answer option. So you can ask me your valuable questions, which I will be answering at the end of the session. So I think we should start now. Okay guys, so what are we going to learn today? It is very important to have an insight of what are we going to learn today. So the first thing which I will be teaching you is how to present yourself in front of the speaker. It is very important to have a good impression on the speaker. So we will learning all the basic things which we need to know before we present ourselves in front of the speaker. And the second thing is how to attempt the first round of the introductory part. Generally, there are only 3 questions asked on your speaking module. When your speaking session starts, there are generally 3 questions which are asked to you. So we'll be discussing all those 3 questions so that our first impression goes good. And then the last is very important because I think speaking module is one of those modules which is very prone to rumors and myths. So we'll be clearing out them deep. Okay, so letting to know how to present yourself, it is very important that how you enter, how you sit. So posture and sitting style. By posture, I mean body language, and by sitting style, I mean how you sit. Okay, so posture and sitting style, the first thing which you shouldn't be doing is no slouching. What is the meaning of slouching? Slouching means no laziness. You should be very active while you are presenting yourself. There should be no laziness in the voice. There should be no leaning of shoulders. So you should be very active and very polite towards the speaker. Second thing is eye contact. It is very important to maintain a friendly eye contact with the examiner so that it doesn't make the situation look awkward to both of you. Next thing is hand movements. A little movement of hands gives an impression of natural speaking. So, okay, this was how you have to present yourself, and I hope these 3 things help you in making a good impact on the speaker. So we are done with how to present ourselves. So let's approach on the second thing which I told you. Okay, I told you in the beginning that there are only 3 questions which are asked by the speaker. First is how to introduce yourself, and the next one is please explain your hometown, and the last one is explain your current house, apartment, or flat where you're living. So first we will be starting about how to introduce ourselves. Okay, so first, of course, when we are introducing ourselves, we have to tell our name to the speaker, right? Okay, so name. It should not be like my name is Kusha Sharma. Only this much is not enough. So why this much is not enough? Because if every time I tell you that hello Kusha Sharma, hello Kusha Sharma, it is not good now. So it is very comfy if you tell the speaker that my name is Kusha Sharma, but you can address me by my first name, Kusha. With your respective names, you can use this line. Okay. Second is residence. Now, residence is not just about your hometown. It should be also including the state and the part of the country also. Okay. So first example, I live in Barnala. My hometown is in Barnala, which is also a district. It's a complimentary point you can mention if it is. And then it falls in state Punjab, and then it lies in the northern direction of the country. So this is how I am completing all those 3 points. I've told my location, I've told the state, and then I have also addressed the direction of the country where this town is present. Okay, next point is your recent and current education. So before I proceed to deep into this topic, I just want to let you know that there are many students who will be telling that I am a commerce student. Unless and until you are not enrolled in any institution, even if you are done with your 12th grade and you are not enrolled in a college or any such institution, you are not a student. So you have to say that I have recently completed my education. You cannot say I am a commerce student, I am doing this, doing that. If you are not enrolled anywhere, you are not a student. Okay. So you can, if you are enrolled, you can of course share that I am currently completing my bachelor's, or I'm whatever you are doing, or if you have done with something, you have completed your study, you can mention the last study you have done. For example, I am a medical student. I've recently completed my bachelor's of science from SC College Barnala, from your respective institute from where you have done it. Okay, then come to the hobbies. Now you guys might be thinking that hobbies, likes and dislikes. Okay, what are the differences? So there are major differences. Hobbies, likes and dislikes, these are two different things. Okay, for example, hobbies. Now, my hobby is I love to take naps whenever I am free. I love to cook. I also love to sing. There might be different hobbies which people have. Okay, so these are your hobbies. Now, what are likes and dislikes? Likes and dislikes could not be connected with hobbies. Likes and dislikes are two separate things. For example, I love dogs. I love playing with children. I hate yellow color. So these are my specifications of my likes and dislikes. So don't confuse it with your hobbies. Okay, the next thing, which is the last and the most important, is your aim, the ultimate goal of your life. Now, currently, whatever you want to achieve might not be possible due to your age or any such thing, due to the circumstance. So, the aim should be divided into two particular parts, which is the short-term goal or the long-term goal. Okay, for example, my short-term goal is I want to go to Canada for my higher studies. I want to go to Australia for my higher studies. I want to go to Canada to pursue my master's. Okay, so this is how short term goals work. Now, long term. But my long term goal is that I want to become a businesswoman in my life. So, this is how you should be introducing yourself. Now, one major point which is missing, which I know might have clicked in your head, is that I have nowhere mentioned the family, right? Because family is not required. When you are asked to introduce yourself, you are not asked about your family and what are they up to, how many members are there. These are the things which should never be told, and these are the things which you more oftenly mention. So please never tell about the family members, what are they up to in their lives. These are the things which are not at all required. Okay, so if you still want to do something or tell them about the family, just tell them that I belong to a joint family, I belong to a nuclear family. That's it. Don't mention the members and what are they doing. No, that's not required. So this is how you are going to introduce yourself. First is your name, then is your residence, then recent and current education, and then hobbies, likes, dislikes, and the last is your aim, short-term goal and the long-term goal. Please mention both. Okay, let's proceed to the next thing, that is describe your hometown. Okay, describe your hometown. Of course, you have to mention the location where your hometown is. Of course, for example, my hometown is in this particular state, it falls in this direction of the country. For example, Punjab is in the south of the country, so you can also do it like that way. Otherwise, you can simply tell the location by simply, as I mentioned earlier, that my location is that it falls in Punjab, it is small district Barnala. Okay, and then the other part of the country, you can repeat the same thing. Then area and population. Whenever you are mentioning these two things, please do not accurately say that this is the area of my hometown, this much is the population. Always use the word approximately or around this. For example, the area of Barnala is 1500 kilometers square. So you can say it is around 1500 kilometers square, and the population is around or approximately 2 lakhs. So this is how you will be telling the area and the population. Next important part is the transport. Okay, so transport can be divided into two major parts, public transport and the private transport. If I come to the private transport in which you can mention that people of my hometown generally own a personal bike or a car, that most of the people own their own personal vehicles, but their preferences is always public transport. For example, bus or train, but 24 by 7 the public transport is available to the public. Okay, so this is how you have to divide. Explore and expand your content, but don't repeat over and over again. So add more variety to your contents rather than repeating your stuff. Okay, facilities, of course. Facility. Now, before I proceed further, I want to mention you, for example, you all might be having dreams of going to Canada or Australia. Why you are going there? Because of three main things: education, medication, and entertainment. These are the three things which you require in your life right now. Okay, so education is one of the important parts. Medical facilities are very good where you plan to go in your life, and then is the entertainment. Okay, so if any time you have to talk about any place, any country, you have to mention these three. These three things are essential about any place. So when I am describing my hometown to a speaker, I have to mention it. Okay, first is education. Again, education is, there are government schools, there are private schools. Though the education of private schools is little bit expensive as compared to the government schools. Okay, but you can say the quality of education is same. Okay, highly qualified teachers are approached by both the institution, whether it's a private institution or a public institution. Okay, you can mention that. Then come to the medical facility, 24 by 7 the facilities are provided to the public. There are both government hospitals and private hospitals. So the government is always providing good facilities to the public in different forms, whether it's in private sector or it's in public sector. Last is entertainment. Now, what are the modes of entertainment? It can be parks, playgrounds, cinema, theater, malls, uh, any such thing. So you can mention the number of parks and grounds which you have in your hometown and how they benefit people and how are they easily accessible to the general public. So it is very important that they are easily approachable. If you are mentioning a mall which is highly expensive and lots of people cannot afford going there, that won't work. So just please mention that accessibility, how easily accessible all these three things are to the general public. Okay. Okay, next point. Nothing is perfect in this world. So, of course, there must be a problem with your hometown. So, you have to mention a change you would like to see in your hometown. Okay, now before I proceed, there is also the next point, how it is a safe place to live. Now, make sure the change you want to see in your hometown should not be specified on the next thing, which is how it is a safe place to live. Please don't contradict your sentences. It seems that you have ratified things which will again reduce your score. So, what is the change you would like to see in your hometown? It might be that more traffic police should be implemented. Okay, roads should be properly developed. There need to be work done on the roads. Water stocking problems, any such thing you can mention that you want to change in your hometown. And next, last and very important thing is how it is a safe place to live. You can say that the roads and the city is totally secured by the policemen. Okay, there are cameras installed on the streets. Also, the traffic police keeps a general check on the criminal activities such as robbery and other things. Okay, so these are the things you have to mention that why your hometown is a safe place to live. So our next part is also done. Describe your hometown. To generalize it, we will again have an overview of it. That first you have to mention the location, and then you will be proceeding to the area and population, and then it is the transport, which will be again divided into private and public. And then you have to talk about the facilities such as education, medication, and entertainment. Then again expand it as much as you can. Last 2 points should not be contradicting. You have to mention a change which you want to see in your hometown, and that point should not be contradicting with how your hometown is a safe place to live. Don't mention that negative point as a plus feature in the next point. That is how you will be contradicting it, and then again you will be risking your score. Okay. Next, describe your hometown and house. So this is the last commonly asked question. First round of introduction involves this. First was introduce yourself, then it was describe your hometown, and now last is describe your apartment or house. Okay guys, apartments are most of the times rented. Okay, so if you are mentioning apartment, it is rented, please mention it. Okay. First of all, again, you have to mention the location. Now, what is the location of your house? How you can mention it? First of all, it would be rather in the city, inside the city. That means it is in the heart of the city, or it might be like little too far away from the city. Then you can mention that it is in the suburbs of the city. You know, a little too far from the center of the city. So this is how it will be working. This is how the location of your home house. Of course, you have to tell. Okay. Now, when you are mentioning the location, you have also to tell, for example, if I am living in the center of the city, the facilities are very easily available to me. So you can say that my house is located in the center of the city, which makes the facilities easily accessible to us because market is in walking miles to us. You know, walking miles means उसे तुर के भी जा सकते हो. Clear? So if you are living on the suburbs of the city, यानी तुसी थोड़ा जा दूर रह रहे हो, then ये सब facilities की होंगे थोड़ी जी थोड़ू like it would be little difficult for you to approach them. So please mention the complementary factor. जिन्हें अपने points नाल complementary factors add करते जाओगे. For example, location नाल मैं add करता कि ये मेनू facilities easily available करवांदी है चीज, ये मेनू facilities नहीं easily available करा रही, तो ये चीज मेरे लिए बहुत ही ज़्यादा plus point होने वाली है because this shows that my content is totally mine. It has not been copy pasted from anywhere. Okay, chalo. Time period of living. Time period of living, it can be since your birth, of course, if it's your father's house, then a legacy. You know, you can also mention the word legacy. Now, what is legacy? Legacy means one thing which is passed from one generation to the other. For example, the house, if it is the house which where your grandparents lived, then you are living. Okay, so it is a legacy which has been passed from your grandparents to you. So you can mention that it is a legacy or not. If it is apartment, you can say we recently shifted there. So it is up to you what the circumstances. And then rooms plus number of floors. How many rooms are there? For example, if I'm talking about apartment, there are generally 2 bedrooms, 1 living room. And don't mention that they have a separate bathroom and this. Just say that there are 2 bedroom sets with 1 living room with attached bathrooms, and that is clear to the speaker that what you are trying to portray to the speaker. And of course, if it is a legacy, like we have typical house in Punjab, we have number of floors on the houses, you can again mention that there are this much number of floors, again how many rooms are there. Next, your favorite part of the house. For example, generally it is the living room or your own bedroom. Okay, if it is your own bedroom, why? Because you are emotionally attached there, you almost complete all your activities there. Okay, and you can say that I have painted it according to my preference of colors, and there are things which I have used personally to decorate the room, so you can say anything. Then any specification means one particular thing which is extraordinary about your house. For example, my house is totally my house has a lot of greenery in it, and there are a lot of colorful and good fragrant flowers, you know. So you can mention any extraordinary point. We all have a house has one particular thing like that. You can say it is all painted white. For example, generally there are some people who paint the whole house white. So you can mention any specification of your house which you find extraordinary. Okay, you can say that we have a large lawn where we the family members spend a good quality time together. We play, we pick, play cards and other indoor games. So any specification, this is a very good point, and you can expand it as per your choice. Next, how long you plan to live there? Well, it is very important thing. First of all, generally we say that in future I also want to live in the same place in the future as well. And then there is a cross question, and that you plan, then why you go giving IELTS? Because you plan to go for higher studies abroad. So rather than indulging into an argument, just say that of course I'm very emotionally attached with my house, but I prefer to live in a bigger house than this, which I will be building for myself. Okay, so don't indulge into small arguments with the speaker. Try to keep your content short and straight. Okay, to have an overview about this, first is you have to tell the location, that whether it is in the city or little outside of the city. So if it is inside the city, you will be using center of the city, and if it is little out of the city, then you will be using suburbs word. And with this, you can also add, as I told you, complementary point that the market facilities are easily accessible. And if it is inside the city, and if it is not, then you have to face a little trouble when you have to fetch vegetables or fresh fruits. Okay. Time period of living, of course, you can mention this. And then the rooms, number of floors, your favorite part, why, and then any specification. This is the point which is the plus point. Every cue card, every introductory question, there is one thing which can help you to boost your score. So here specification is that point which can help you to boost your score. Mention one extraordinary thing which helps you to get that score. You can mention the color, that it is all painted white, there are a lot of flowers. Okay, white marble is used to decorate the exterior of my house. So anything which you found is unique about your house, mention it. How long you plan to live here? Okay, this is the last point. So you can easily attempt the first introductory part. Now, whether it is the introductory part, how to introduce yourself, how to describe your hometown or apartment, all these questions must extend up to at least 25 seconds. These are the questions which we consider in short cue card type questions. So make sure that you give a good length to these answers. Okay, don't just ignore such questions because you are afraid of the cue card. These questions are very serious, and of course, first impression is the last impression. If you are fluently speaking about yourself, your apartment, your house, okay, so this makes a good and positive impact on the speaker. Okay, now the very important thing is myths versus reality. So there are a lot of doubts in the minds of people that, oh, this should be done, this should not be done. So we'll be clearing out them. Okay, first we'll be talking about myths. Hand movements are forbidden. This is a myth. Now, what is myth? The things which generally people localize that these things should not be done. Okay, but hand movements are forbidden. They say that you should not be using your hands, which is a myth. Okay. Next myth which generally people face. This is very, very important. It says that speaking score is affected by personal view and opinion. जनरली लोग गल ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਕਹਤਾ ਸੀ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਕੋਰ ਕੱਟਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਮੈंने ਆ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਕਰਤਾ ਸੀ ਮੇਬੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੇਰਾ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਪਸੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ he or she has nothing to do with your point okay ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਗ੍ਰਾਮਰ ਤੇ ਫਲੂਐਂਸੀ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਕੀ ਪਰਸਪੈਕਟਿਵ ਹੈ they don't have to do anything with it so ਇਹ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰਾ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਗਲਤ ਸੀ ਸਹੀ ਸੀ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਉਹਨੇ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਇਹ ਜਿਹਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ he or she has no right to judge your opinion. Next, using foreign accent helps in getting a good score. People fake their accent, जान के अमेरिकन इंग्लिश ब्रिटिश इंग्लिश बोलने की कोशिश करते हैं ट्राई टू यूज दैट एक्सेंट ओके उन्हें लगता है कि ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਕੋਰ ਅੱਛਾ ਹੋਗਾ this is also a myth guys okay next one is face expression should remain the same ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਫ੍ਰੈਂਡਲੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੋ ठीक है क्यों अपने फेस एक्सप्रेशन नॉर्मल रखो तुम एक फॉर्मल इंटरव्यू लिए जा रहे हो दिस इज ऑल्सो मिथ नेक्स्ट इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू प्रिपेयर नोट्स फॉर क्यू कार्ड ये बहुत बड़ा मिथ है कि अगर ਅਸੀਂ क्यू कार्ड जो ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਐਂਡ ਅਸੀਂ ਨੋਟਸ प्रिपेयर नहीं कर रहे ਤਾਂ मे बी स्पीकर ਸਾਨੂੰ अच्छी तरह जज ना करे और ਸਾਡਾ स्कोर ਕੱਟ ਲੇਗਾ इट इज ऑल्सो मिथ ओके नाउ मिथ्स डिस्कस कर ले लेट्स कम टू द रियलिटी नाउ फर्स्ट मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ हैंड मूवमेंट्स आर फॉरबिडन ਇਹ ਮਿਥ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਗਲਤ ਹੈ हैंड मूवमेंट्स स्लाइट हैंड मूवमेंट्स ऑलवेज हेल्प्स क्योंकि ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਸਟੈਂਪ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ ਹੈ that is very genuine So this helps you to get a good score. Now, to elaborate it, I would say that don't force yourself to do anything which you are not comfortable doing. For example, when मैं जो थोनू कहता कि please use your hand, it should not be like अगे तुसी hands नहीं use कर रहे सी हुन तो बाद तुसी hands use करन लग गए. It is not like that. It is कि अगर तुसी hands use करन दे habitual हो, तो don't stop yourself. Hand movements will help you. Okay, it is not कि you were not able to use, पहला नहीं use कर रहे थे, suddenly you are using your hand, और forceful है और ऑफ कोर्स स्कोर खराब करेगी चीज. हाँ जी, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट अपना सीगा कि स्पीकिंग स्कोर अफेक्ट करता है अपने व्यूज नाल, जबकि हजा नहीं है. एग्जामिनर्स सिर्फ थोड़ी फ्लुएंसी ग्रामर चेक करते हैं, उन्होंने थोड़ा कंटेंट जज करने का कोई राइट नहीं है उत्थे. नेक्स्ट इज artificial accent reduces the score. So जिन्नी मर्जी कोशिश कर लो तुसी, even if you are trying American accent or you are trying British accent, these are the things. एक पक्का लाइन लगता है कि fake accent use कर रहे हैं, वो पता लग जाता है. You know, we are Punjabis, we cannot pretend something for too long. So of course this thing will reduce your score. And एक गलत impression भी देती है speaker पे. Next is rigid face expression can make you look awkward. ठीक है, अगर तुसी एक ही एक्सप्रेशन नाल बोली जाओगे एंड तुसी चेंज नहीं कर रहे, इट सीम्स लाइक यू नो ऑकवर्ड. मैं थोड़ी नाल गल कर रही हां, मेरे भी एक्सप्रेशन कितनी बारी चेंज हुए. अगर मैं एक ही स्टेट च बैठ जा, ऑफ कोर्स ये चीज बहुत अजीब लगती है. सो ट्राई टू have little expressions on your face. For example, when you're talking about something which you are excited about, give little smile to the speaker. You know, it should be very friendly because you are of course in a formal interview. Friendly होनी चाहिए, but it should be there. The change should be visible on the face. Next, preparing notes for cue card is optional. Okay, so it is very optional. You can simply think when you are given the 1 minute. You can think and you can speak. Otherwise, you can make notes also. You have both the choices. It's not always that you have to write something on the paper. Otherwise, speaker nu bura lagੂਗਾ, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. If you are simply thinking and you are speaking, वो भी कोई problem नहीं होती. Try in whatever you are comfortable with. You know, the basic thing which makes us reduce the score is कि अपना जो स्कोर रिड्यूस बेसिकली इस चीज करके ਹੁੰਦਾ है क्योंकि ਆਪਾਂ ਮਿਥਸ ਐਂਡ ਰਿਐਲਿਟੀਜ਼ ਇੰਨੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉਲਝ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਖੁਦ ਤੇ ਫੋਰਸ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ that ਇਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਇਹ ਤੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ. You know, it is not like that. Do only those certain things ਜਿਸ ਕਰਨ ਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖੁਦ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਫਰਟੇਬਲ ਫੀਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ. Okay, and that is which is going to help. For example, hand movements. This is the biggest example I could give you. If you are not comfortable in using your hands, don't use it. ठीक है, ਹੁਣ मैं ऐसे कहता है कि hand movements हम help करेंगे, तो मतलब ये नहीं कि हर कोई जो नहीं भी comfortable वो भी hands use कर रहे हैं. This is very ridiculous. Okay, don't force something on you. Okay, so this was a myths and reality. So अपना टॉपिक्स ਇੱਥੇ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ. ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ, ਐਂਡ ਦੈਨ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ major first round of introductory part, you know, it involves 3 questions, that how to introduce yourself, and then describe your hometown after that, and या तुम क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है कि अपने घर ਨੂੰ थोड़ा describe करो, describe your apartment or your house. Okay, so these are the 3 things. Generally ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਇੱਕ question ਹੀ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, and ਆਪਾਂ ਨੇ ਤਿੰਨੋਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ. I hope you got the knowledge today. And how, देखो सीरियल ਨੂੰ प्लीज ਉਹੀ सीरियल वाइज ही ਰੱਖੋ, don't change the order. You know, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਲੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਕੋਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ. How well you address the speaker. You know, I नहीं कि अपन ने पहला for example we are explaining the house, I नहीं कि अपन ने पहला घर दी छत दसदी फिर गेट दसदा, तो मैं थोड़ा जिहा सीरियल वाइज ही चलन दो, जो ऑर्डर अपन ने डिस्कस किया मेक श्योर कि वही ऑर्डर रहे थोड़ा. Okay, then last was myths and reality. So this was everything about today's speaking lecture. Now again, some general information. Curfew, तो सबको पता है, due to lockdown, up to 15th of this month, we cannot provide you the studio classes. So as soon as the lockdown is over, we will be giving direct classes from the studio, and उसमें काफी ज़्यादा features हैं which will help you to enhance your knowledge. And after that, you can visit live.flyingfeathers.com for a detailed schedule of your classes, which is very helpful. And again, you can visit our Facebook page for checking our YouTube channel, daily updates, tips and tricks of different modules. Our live classes are planned topic wise, not module wise. So the lectures will be delivered by topic experts and not be completed by one trainer only. And it is very important. All the recorded lectures will be made available on our website, that is www.live.flyingfeathers.com. Your feedback is very important to us. Please send your feedback on support@flyingfeathers.com. So thank you for today. I hope to see if there are some questions or not. So let's see. Okay, I'm answering the first question, which says, when the one sec. When the give intro of person with first name you call me, it can be negative impact on speaker or not. No, no, please. It will never be a negative impact. Please mention your first name. It is very important. Again, I'm saying that, for example, my name is Kusha Sharma, and I'm saying that you every time you are calling me Kusha Sharma, just see how will you feel first, right? So it is very important. ओके तो हमेशा मैंशन करो कि मेरा फुल नेम ਇਹ ਹੈ ਬਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਫਰਸਟ ਨੇਮ ਨਾਲ ਬੁਲਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਇਜ਼ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਰਿਪੀਟ ਦ ਰੀਸੈਂਟ ਐਂਡ ਕਰੰਟ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਰਿਪੀਟ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਇਹਦਾ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਉਹ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕਰੰਟ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਰੀਸੈਂਟ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਫ ਕੋਰਸ ਇੱਕ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਕਵਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਸ 'ਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ 'ਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਇਨਰੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਫॉर एग्जांपल ਤੁਸੀਂ 12th ਗ੍ਰੇਡ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੋ ਐਂਡ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਡਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਈ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਕਾਲਜ ਰਾਈਟ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ okay you are only student if you are studying something the moment you complete your study you are not student you were a student right ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ ਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ use the word neither nor I am neither working nor studying okay या ਇਹ ਔਖਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਕਹੋ I have recently completed my education in this ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਨਰਲੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਰਟਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਰਟਸ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਆਰਟਸ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ informal like that so use the word humanities is a good word for arts एक अच्छा accent show ਹੁੰਦਾ speaker ਨੂੰ so arts ਦੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ you can say humanities recent and current ਦਾ ਇਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ enroll ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਕਰੋ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੇ ਲਾਸਟ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਇਹ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਓਕੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ in speaking face gestures are important it is very important guys okay बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है फेस जेस्टर्स ਨਾਲ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ ਅਗੇਨ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਿਖਾ ਪੜਾ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਫੇਸ ਜੈਸਚਰਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਮੇਕ ਨੈਚੁਰਲ ਫੇਸ ਜੈਸਚਰ ਆਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹੀ ਫੇਸ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਐਕਟ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਜੋ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਕੁ ਬਣਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਨੀ ਕੁ ਰੱਖੋ ਆਫ ਕੋਰਸ ਐਟ ਦ ਐਂਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਡੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਫੇਸ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਨਾ ਕੀ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਫਾਰਮਲ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਲਈ ਆ ठीक है तो ज्यादा फ्रेंडली नहीं होना जस्ट कीप इट मिनिमल ओके should I say have a nice day sir in the end of my speaking examination of course you can greet them whatever you want ठीक है तो उसे greet कर सकते हो have a nice day or it was nice meeting you कुछ भी कह सकते हो it seems good please explain me the first slide okay we will catch to this first I'll answer the questions what is the difference between apartment and house is something which is built and apartment is which you own by which was already built and you just paid for it and now it is yours so बने बनाए flats ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ apartment ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ and ਘਰ ਉਹ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ house ਠੀਕ ਹੈ some intro topics are given by IDP or BC, like pen and pencil, cakes. These topics can be included. These topics are always included. And ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਪੈਨ ਪੈਨਸਿਲ, ਇਹ ਲੇਟੈਸਟ ਕਾਫੀ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡਿੰਗ ਸੀਗੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਮੰਥ ਚ। ਪੈਨ ਪੈਨਸਿਲ ਬਾਰੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਆਏ ਹੈ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ। ਅਗਰ IDP ਔਰ BC ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਪਡੇਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਸ ਹੈ। whatever update comes through these particular websites, the official websites of IDP or BC, वो हर चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है। ओके, स्टैंप लग जाती है ਉਹਦੇ। हाँ जी, रेजिडेंस की जे मैं गल करा तो रेजिडेंस ऑफ कोर्स तुसी मेंशन करना है कि तुसी कित्थे रह रहे हो। कॉम्प्लीमेंटरी तुसी जिन्ना मर्जी बोल सकते हो। फॉर एग्जांपल आई लिव इन दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग विच इज आल्सो अ डिस्ट्रिक्ट हूँ जो मैं बोलिया वो कॉम्प्लीमेंटरी हो गया। ठीक है, उस तो बाद उसे दसना है कि केड़ी स्टेट है। फॉर एग्जांपल इट फॉल्स इन द स्टेट पंजाब, इट विच फर्दर लाइज इन द नॉर्दर्न पार्ट ऑफ माई कंट्री। तो थोड़ा सा इलैबोरेट कर दे जाओ, कल्ला रेजिडेंस ना दसो, नाल प्लीज स्टेट ते कंट्री दी डायरेक्शन मेंशन कर सकते हो तुसी। Okay, Harman Gill, ma'am, how to prepare spider for cue card with supportive sentence in 1 minute? Okay, how to prepare spider? Very easy. First, you have to tell about the spider. You know, there आपा दसांगे कि spiders की कितनी variety है। ये दस सकते, वैसे थोड़ा जा अजीब है टॉपिक, बट चलो लेट्स डिस्कस। ओके, स्पाइडर ਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਅਨਾਟਮੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਅਨਾਟਮੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਦੀ ਬੋਡੀ ਸ਼ੇਪ ਕੀ ਕੁਛ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੀ 2 ਆਈਜ਼, I guess 6 or 8 legs it have, you know, generally colors ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਪਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੈਬਿਟੇਟ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਰੀਅਰਿੰਗ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਲਈ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ। ਰੀਅਰਿੰਗ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿਸੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟ ਲਈ ਹਿਊਮਨਸ ਤੋਂ ਉਹ ਯੂਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਮੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ठीक है, थोड़ा फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस उस पर्टिकुलर क्रिएचर नाल कहे जा सी, थोनू फर्स्ट टाइम स्पाइडर किथे देखा सी, तुसी वो मेंशन कर सकते हो। सो इट इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग। ओके, एनाटमी ते आप ज्यादा फोकस करांगे, देन थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस बहुत मैटर करूगा। ठीक है, तो यू कैन से कि इन्हां दा बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर कह जाए, कोई बिल्कुल छोटे हुंदे, कोई बहुत हुंदे, कोई बहुत ज्यादा पॉइजनस हुंदे ने, कोई बिल्कुल हार्मफुल नहीं हुंदे, तो असीं ये सब मेंशन करूंगे। Okay. In cue card, is it mandatory to cover the whole questions given with the cue card? It is very important. Okay, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਬੁਲਟ ਪੁਆਇੰਟਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਵਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਗਾਇਜ਼ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੈ। ਬਟ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਬ੍ਰੇਨਸਟॉर्मिंग ਔਨ ਦਾ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ 'ਚ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਂ ਦੋ ਕੀਵਰਡਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬ੍ਰੇਨਸਟॉर्मिंग ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹਲਕੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਬੁਲਟ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਮਿਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਮੇਕ श्योर। ठीक है, बुलेट पॉइंट बहुत ज्यादा मैटर करते हैं, उन्होंने बेसिस से स्कोर जज होता है। सो प्लीज कवर ऑल द बुलेट पॉइंट्स। Can I change a cue card in examination? Of course you can, but ਇਹਦਾ ਇੱਕ नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट जा सकता है। You know, at the end of the day ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਹਿਊਮਨ ਨਾਲ ਡੀਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਾਈਕੋਲੋਜੀਕਲ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਫॉर एग्जांपल ਮੇਰਾ ਮੂਡ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰਾ ਕਿਊ ਕਾਰਡ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ, मे बी हो सकता है कि मैं इस चीज़ को नेगेटिव ले ला एंड थोड़ा स्कोर रिड्यूस करना, एंड मे बी मेरा मूड अच्छा है तो मैं कहता भी ओके, यू नो। तो एक ह्यूमन नाल डील करे तो साइकोलॉजी बहुत मैटर करती है। सो आई इंसिस्ट डोंट से, बट अगर तुहानू बिल्कुल ही नहीं आता देन गो फॉर इट। स्कोर खराब करने नालों टेक द रिस्क। One sec, I'll answer all your questions. What can I say? I'm doing my eyes in GT, guys. अगर तुसी GT कर रहे हो, ठीक है, तो आप ऑफकोर्स ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ एक्सप्लोर ज़्यादा करना पैंदा बिकॉज योर रिक्वायरमेंट इज वेरी हाई। ठीक है, तो इस करके तुसी अगर GT कर रहे हो तो कंटेंट ही रहूगा। जो भी मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਆਈ ਹੀ ਬੋਲੀਆਂ ਨੇ, बट ਇਹਨੂੰ ਇਲੈਬੋਰੇਟ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹਲਕਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਊਗਾ। ਕਿਉਂ? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਏਜ ਐਂਡ ਮੈਚੋਰਿਟੀ ਅਕਸਰ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। सो मेक श्योर कि जो भी तुसी एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हो हल्की जी वकैब अच्छी होवे, ओदी लेंथ अच्छी होवे। सो दीज आर द थिंग्स फॉर थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर, यू नो, स्पीकर एक्सपेक्ट्स मोर फ्रॉम यू एज कंपेयर टू द अकेडमिक स्टूडेंट। तो ये चीज़ों का तुमने ध्यान रखना है, अपना एक्सप्लोरेशन का ध्यान रखियो। Okay, next question is how much vocabulary is required in speaking? Vocabulary is required in speaking, but fluency is the thing which is the most required. अगर थोड़ी फ्लुएंसी अच्छी है तो ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਕੋਰ ਲੈ ਜਾਓਗੇ। ਦੇਖੋ ਜਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੋਕੈਬਲਰੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ ਕੰਪਲਿਕੇਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਪੈਸਿਵ ਨਾਲ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸਸ ਇਮਰਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਦੋਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸਸ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਪਲਿਕੇਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹੋਲਡ ਵੋਕੈਬ ਤੇ ਅੱਛੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਵੇਂ ਕਰ ਲਓ। ਦੋਨੋਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸੇਮ ਵਰਕ ਕਰਦੇ, ਜਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਕੰਪਲਿਕੇਟ ਦ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਔਰ ਯੂਜ਼ ਵੋਕੈਬਲਰੀ, ਦੋਨੋਂ ਵਿਲ ਵਰਕ ਫॉर यू। वोकैबलरी नहीं भी अच्छी ता भी चलूगा, जस्ट अपनी फ्लुएंसी ना खराब होने दो प्लीज। ओके, फ्लुएंसी मैटर्स मोस्ट, फ्लुएंसी खराब नहीं होनी चाहिए। ओके, माय नेम इज मनप्रीत कौर, but you should address me as my first name Manpreet. Is it correct, ma'am? This is bilkul correct. You can exactly say the same line, it will get you a good score. कल नू की करवाओगे जी? It's a surprise. As you can only tell the answer if someone is doing IELTS in academic. Sorry, I couldn't get your question. As you only tell the answers if someone is doing IELTS in academics. Sorry, I couldn't understand. देखो GT ਤੇ ਵੈਸੇ IELTS ਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ academic ਦਾ। ਬਸ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਈਕੋਲੋਜੀਕਲੀ ਜੋ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਬਰੀਫ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ। ਜਸਟ ਮੇਕ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਉਵੇਂ ਰਹੇ। I hope I'm not missing anyone's question. Can I reply to the examiner with negative aspect if I should? No, why would you? देखो ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਰਗੂ ਕਰਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਏ, ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਟ੍ਰੀਟਮੈਂਟ ਅੱਗੋਂ ਖਰਾਬ ਵੀ ਮਿਲ ਜੇ, then also you have to keep your cool. You cannot argue with the speaker, right? ਤਾਂ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਜਿਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ। Ma'am, residence, I live in a village, Ajnoda Kala, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, in district Patiala. It falls in the state Punjab. हाँ जी बिल्कुल ठीक है, गुड, यू मेड इट बेटर देन मी, बिल्कुल ठीक है। When can we give the paper after lockdown? Guys, this is a thing जो IDP and BCP ही decide करते हैं, but I'm very sure कि by the end of this month or the starting of the next month थोड़े examination dates थोड़े को ला जाएंगे। मैम सरनेम बोलना कंपलसरी है? हाँ जी बिल्कुल, वही नेम बोलना है जो थोड़े पासपोर्ट से मेंशन है। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर पासपोर्ट से फुल नेम मेंशन है तो फुल नेम मेंशन करोगे, पासपोर्ट से सिर्फ फर्स्ट नेम मेंशन है तो फर्स्ट नेम मेंशन करोगे। तो नाम वो बोलना होगा जो थोड़ा पासपोर्ट से दिता हुआ है, घटाना बढ़ाना नहीं हैगा। उस तो बाद बड़ा दिता होएगा तो ही आप कहने हैं कि माय फर्स्ट नेम इज कॉल्ड बाय माय फर्स्ट नेम व्हिच इज दिस। मैम स्पीकिंग मेज क्यू कार्ड्स न्यू आएंगे, शेड्यूल वाइज तो मेज ही आने सीगे, बट नाउ ड्यू टू लॉकडाउन कुछ भी हो सकता है, आपको नहीं पता। डिस्कस सम पेशेंस रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस, so anyone who has posted this, I will keep it as a point and will definitely discuss in my next session. Okay, hi ma'am, hello ma'am, please reply my question. What was your question? Harman Gill, ma'am, describe about hacking because in recent exam this topic by examiner. Okay, patience and hacking will be discussed in the next session for sure. Okay, speaking total किन्ने टाइम दी हुंदी है? संजय मोहाली। Okay guys, तो speaking दी कोई टाइम पीरियड नहीं हुंदी। again जनरली जो टाइम पीरियड है उन्होंने 20 to 25 मिनट्स किया जाता है। ओके, उन्हें डिपेंड करता है। फॉर एग्जांपल थोड़े आंसर ब्रीफ नहीं हैगे तो अगर स्पीकर ਨੂੰ बार-बार वाई पूछना पै रहा है तो 25-30 मिनट दी जाऊगी। अगर थोड़े आंसर बहुत ब्रीफ हैं ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦੀ, ਦੈਨ ਉਹ 20 ਮਿੰਟਸ ਤੱਕ ਵੀ ਚਲੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਟ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਔਨ ਦ ਕੁਆਂਟੀਟੀ ਆਫ योर ਆਂਸਰਸ ਐਂਡ ਦ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਆਫ योर ਆਂਸਰਸ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ। आई होप आई हैव नॉट मिस्ड एनीवनस क्वेश्चन। हाय मैम, थोड़ा ऑफिस किथे आ? वी हैव 4 ब्रांचेस, बठिंडा, पटियाला, संगरूर एंड बरनाला। ओके, तुसी किते भी विजिट कर सकते हो, किते भी कॉल कर सकते हो। क्यू कार्ड हाई वोकैबुलरी नाल करायो आकाश। यस आकाश, फॉर श्योर, पक्का। क्यू कार्ड विल बी चेंज्ड और नॉट नाउ? देखो लॉकडाउन करके मे भी थोड़े चेंज ना हो, विच इज अ प्लस पॉइंट। सो अपने जो प्रिपेयर थोड़े को है वो अच्छी तरह प्रिपेयर रखो। Ma'am, my hobbies are I love to cook, I love to listen music, I love to read books in my free time. Please don't mention that you like to reading books because ये चीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा नेगेटिव हो सकती है क्योंकि तुसी बुक्स बोलोगे फिर ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਫੇਵਰਿਟ ਬੁੱਕਸ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਲਾਸਟ ਬੁੱਕ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਕੋਈ ਫੇਵਰਿਟ ਆਥਰ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ ਉਹ ਲੌਂਗ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਲੀਵ ਇਟ ਡੋਂਟ ਮੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਬੁੱਕਸ ਇਵਨ ਇਫ ਯੂ ਲਾਈਕ ਇਟ ਮੈਮ ਮੇਰੇ 5.5 ਬੈਂਡਸ ਆਈ ਸੀ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਚੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂ ਫਲੂਐਂਸੀ वॉच इंटरव्यूज वॉच करो देखो कि किमें आंसर देईदा है किमें प्रेजेंट करना है अगर तुसी अपने ਨੂੰ प्रेजेंट देखो जिन्ना बोल रहे हो उन्ना सही बोलो ठीक है ਤਾਂ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੇ ਵਰਕ ਕਰੋ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਬੋਲੋ ਨਾ ਸਹੀ ਬੋਲੋ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਬੋਲੋ ਉਹ ਚ ਵੀ ਗ੍ਰਾਮੈਟਿਕਲ ਮਿਸਟੇਕ ਹੋਈ ਤਾਂ 5.5 ਹੀ ਆ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਜੀ ਬੋਲਣ ਦੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਫਾਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਵਰਕ ਕਰੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ Robert, we will discuss in next session. Medication will discuss in next session. हाँ जी हाँ जी स्टडी वीजा भी कर दिया 6.57 ਲਈ add vocab add idioms कुछ वैरायटी दो थोड़ी रेपिटेशन है इसलिए थोड़े 6.5 हैं ओके सॉरी 6 हैं तो अगर तुम थोड़ी जी रेपिटेशन अवॉइड करोगे 6.5 तक इजीली जाओगे थोड़ी रेपिटेशन आई एम टेलिंग यू Ma'am, I love to read stories. It is correct. Yes, it is correct. But say fictional kind of stories that you like to read. With a level of paper be easy after lockdown. This is something I don't know. Sorry. If I talk with examiner by saying sir or ma'am while speaking, yes, it is very good. Just address him with what needs to be addressed with sir or ma'am. हाँ जी कनाडा ऑस्ट्रेलिया दोनों करते हैं जी and so we are done with today's session. I hope you like it. I hope it was knowledgeable for you and I hope you got some amazing knowledge from it and sorry if there were any problems and see you in the next